Hi guys, Rajiv here from Financial Hub India. So today we'll have our first session of the course, and today we'll be discussing two different topics. First topic will be we'll see the kind of softwares you are using and what are the usage of those softwares, the functions of those softwares. And secondly we'll be discussing about the two different form of studies in a chart, in a technical analysis chart. One is the price action analysis and other is the indicator based analysis. Since you know we are price action analysts here and the course is all about price action analysis, but still since indicator is a part of the technical analysis, all the chartings and all, so we need to have an idea of what those indicators are and how those indicators can be used, and what is the major differences when you use the indicators and when you use the price action on a plain chart. In terms of technical analysis softwares, there are a lot of softwares in the market you can use. I'll just talk about a few. It won't be possible to talk about all of them, but if you know how to use a few softwares, it's easy for you to any other softwares, because the parameters, the functions of all the softwares are overall the same. So it won't be like this key, you know how ABCD software works, and when someone gives you EFGH kind of softwares, then you will be blank. It won't happen like that. If you know how ABCD software works, then you can operate any other form of technical analysis softwares. So the first software I wanna share with you is MT4. MT4 is MetaTrader 4, and this is the software. If you go to Google and just type MT4 NSC data provider, maybe, yeah. So there are a lot of vendors you can see, so you can buy those data from anywhere, right? Now they provide you data for Indian stock market, futures, and the commodities market, as well as the currency market. So the one I am using here is from a company called vcharting.com, and I'm paying them 500 for all the data. So it gives me stocks, commodities, currencies, everything, you know. But I'm not recommending you go and buy from vcharting.com. The price range is pretty much same for all the vendors, so you can try a few. You can try a few vendors, and from wheresoever you feel like you are comfortable with the data, you can go ahead with them. Right. Now let me introduce you with the charting software, how the charting screen look like. So I'm assuming you don't understand anything on this platform, and this is the first time for you on this charting world, and this is the first time you are saying all this black and blue kind of things, you know. So first of all, you need to understand we can plot any chart on a charting platform in three different ways. Three different ways of charting. Yeah. First, you can create line chart. So what is a line chart? Line chart is when you draw a chart based on the closing prices. Okay, now closing prices means what? For every stock, you see, you will have this four data: open, high, low, close. So if we are talking about on a day-to-day basis, then for every particular stock, you will have a opening price for the day, you will have a highest point for the day, you will have a lowest point the stock traveled, for the day, and finally by 3:30 where the stock closes. So for any technical charting softwares to give you the data, you need this open, high, low and close informations. Okay, let's say for Bajaj Auto, what you are seeing now. For now, you just understand what you are saying. What you are saying is known as the candles. We don't need to understand anything else. Why is it candle or what? Just for now, for as an information, just remember these are single individual candles, and these single individual candles forms on a daily basis. So if I keep my mouse over here, so this is a candle giving me information for yesterday. So right here you can see the data for the particular candle. So I kept my mouse on this candle. I can see the date is 29th of November 2016. Price opened at 2640. It made a high of 2687, and it made a low for the day of 2635, and finally it closed at 2669. And the volume you see is the number of shares traded on that particular day, and which is not the correct data here. Okay, to plot this entire chart, we need these 4 data, right? Now when we are talking about line chart here, line chart is the first form of chart. To draw a line chart, generally we use the closing price only, that's it. So here you have the line chart. So here is the line chart. So this is a line chart. Now in line chart, we just take the closing prices of the stock. See, these are the prices. Now say for example, if I am saying on 25th November price closed here at 2822, right? Okay, I'll write from this side. On 25th November price closed at 2822. Then next day price closed at 2850. Next day price closed at 2876, right? And then next day price closed at 2850. Now I can draw a chart adding all the closing prices, adding all the closing points, and in that case this will become a line chart, and this is how all these charts are formed. All the closing prices. Here is the closing prices. Next the price closed here, next the price closed maybe here, then here, then here. They have just added all the points and they have drawn these charts. Okay, clear? So this is line chart. The next chart we have is this bar chart. Now to draw this bar chart, we need to use again 4 data: open, high, low and close. Let's draw this one and see how it is drawn. Let's say I'm saying on say yesterday market, this Bajaj Auto opened at 2767. This is 1 point, and I marked it as open, this opening price, and it made a low throughout the day. On its fluctuations, it came down till 2745, right, lowest point, and throughout the day in its fluctuation it made a high of 2811. all right, so this is high, and throughout the day, and end of the day, finally by 3:30 it closed around 2789. Now there are 3 rules you need to remember while drawing this bar chart. Rule number 1 is you will have to draw a stick, straight stick, with the high and the lowest point. Just draw a simple stick. So here the simple stick you see, this is the lowest point, this is the highest point. Again here this is the lowest point and this is the highest point. So the top of the stick is the highest point, the bottom of the stick is the lowest point for the day. So you have the high price, you have the low price. So all these bars you see, they have either a left stick or a right stick with it, isn't it? Along with the straight stick. So the left stick will always represent the opening price and right stick will always represent the closing price. If you see the difference between a black and a blue one, why it is a black and why it is a blue one, before that you can, if you just notice in all the blacks, the left is on the upper side and the left stick is on the upper side and the right stick is on the lower side. It's below the left. The right is always below the left, right? But for the blue one, the right is always above the left. That is the only difference. The right is always below the left for the black and the right is always above the left for the blue, right? And that makes a difference in its colors. Now if we take this one, this bar and this bar, and let us compare things here. Now as you know, the left stick always represent a what? Opening price. So here is the left stick, so here is the opening price, and for black this is the opening price, and the right always represent the closing price, right? And for the black also, this is the right one, this will also represent the closing price. Clear? Now why it is blue? It is blue because market managed to close above the opening, which is a good sign in general. So in general, if market opens at 2767 and it closes at 28211, that's a good sign. And when there is a good sign, we mark it as blue or green, some signal, some symbol, that's it. And so here this is marked as blue since the closing is higher than the opening. Price managed to close, the stock managed to close in a higher level from where it opens. But for this bar, things are exactly opposite, isn't it? The closing is below the opening. So price opened at 2745 for example, and it closed at 2701. So which is not a good sign for the market, isn't it? So we represent that bad sign as black. That's it. That is the only difference between blue and the black, nothing else. So this is how all the bars are formed. So if I just click one bar, automatically this window gives me data for that particular bar, for that particular day. Now third is candles, which we use generally, which we will be using basically for the technical analysis. Now in candles, it is the same as the bar chart. The only difference you will see is that with the opening and closing, we create a box and we make it black. And here also with the opening and closing, we make a box and we make it green, blue, or any good sign. That's it. That's the only difference. Then it becomes a candle. Rest of the things remain same. So if I change it into candles, look at this. What do you see here? There is a blue box and there is a black box. That's it. Easy. Right? Now the way you have seen all these candles being formed on a daily basis, you can also create these candles on a weekly basis. So here you can see the time frames. So when we are talking about daily candles, we need to click the daily, where it will count data for the particular day. But if you click weekly, then it will give you data for a week, for an entire week. So all these candles are formed throughout the week, from Monday to Friday. So every candle, say for this candle, the data will be the Monday open and Friday close, right? here is the opening price and here is the closing price. So Monday where it opened and Friday, the last trading day of the week, where it closed, and throughout the week, what is the highest point and what is the lowest point? The price traveled. Right. Now if we want to see a monthly chart, then it will give you candles for a particular month, the months starting of the month and the ending of the month, opening and closing throughout the month. What is the highest point, what is the lowest point? So same way you can see candles for 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours. So you can divide it to any time frames and trade accordingly. Generally for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, these time frames we use to trade for very short term, very much swing trades, 1 or 2 days, maybe intraday sometimes, but for the daily, weekly, monthly things, we use the time frames we use for the long term trading purpose. So let's see how the lower time frames candles are forming. So now we have a 1 minute chart, and just have a look to the chart for a minute. So every candle is formed after a minute, throughout a minute. So every candle represents you that 1 minute's opening, high, low and close. So now if you just have a look on 1 or 2 candles, you will get to know how this candle really forms real time. So 1 minute is closed, 1 minute is over, so this candle stopped forming and a new candle started forming now. So far this is the lowest point, isn't it? So far this is the lowest point, and within a minute, if price comes below this, then there will be a new low. Okay, see how the blue and black is changing based on the open and close. If the price goes below the open, it becomes black. Now currently it's above the see so whenever it goes see, what is the opening price? Opening price cannot be changed, right? Where it opened when the 1 minute is started, it will remain the same. So price goes above this, it will become blue, and it goes below this, it will become black. And by the way, you can change these colors also. If you don't like blue, you want to see green, so you can make the changes. I'll show those things also. So see, we marked the lowest point here first, but now the new low is this one, and 1 minute is over, so it has stopped forming the candle. Oh, price is shooting up. So price opened here, now price is shooting up. This is the current high so far, this is the lowest point so far. Now this current high is broken and price is still shooting up, moving up. Okay, let's see how far it can go. Now the big candle, big momentum within a minute. From 8177 it moved up to 8180, 3 points. So far this is the highest point. Okay, so see, we don't have a tick here on the upside. Why is it so? Because it closed on the highest point. So when it closed on the highest point, you will have to say now the highest point is the closing point. So the high value is the same as the closing value. So it can also happen. So it can also happen sometimes in a candle. You won't see the tick on the upper side and lower side. Okay, now let me tell you something more. In a candle, we know this part as a body of the candle. Alright, so now onwards we'll be saying like body of the candle, and this part is known as upper shadow, this is known as lower shadow. Upper tick, lower tick, whichever you want, but upper shadow, lower shadow, this is how the technical guys speak, So sometimes you may have shadow, sometimes you may not have shadow. When the values will be equal for the shadows and the opening or the closing, you won't have shadows. Like here we don't have shadow, we don't have upper shadow because the high and the closing are the same. Here we don't have lower shadow because the low and the closing are the same. Here we don't have upper shadow, so that is absolutely normal. This can happen. Sometimes you don't have shadow on either side, no upper shadow, no lower shadow. If you have a candle like this, it means where the market opened, that is the lowest point. Price didn't fall below the opening, and where it closed, that is the highest point. Price didn't fall where it reached. So the opening price equals to the low price, and the closing price equals to the high price. All right. Now there can be different form of candles. There can be different shapes of candles. Like you have this as a particular shape. You can have candle like this. Now what happened in this candle? Price opened here, it has fallen so much, but finally it recovered within a minute and it closed in a positive note, right? So generally this kind of candles gives you a hint of reversal, because price was falling and it didn't sustain at a lower level. Buyer comes in and buyer push it up, so it gives you a hint that the sellers are overpowered by the buyers, which is a sign of which is a hint of the buyers are coming inside the market, hopefully. So that is how there are a lot of signals we get analyzing the candlestick formations. So these all are known as the individual candlestick, and these different formations. There are pin bar formations, hammer formations, a lot of formations are there. So if you just Google it, candlestick formations, you can see a lot of formations over there, even though we don't use all of them, but a few of them we use in our trading, which we'll see when we'll start the course contents. This is just a basic things. This is just an introduction for you with the market. We didn't start the real course contents yet, Okay, so hopefully this candle part is clear from your side, and we don't use bar chart, we don't use candle line chart. We'll be using the candlestick chart. And now you know what this time frame means. So if I go to 5-minute time frames, then every candle represents 5-minute data, 5 minutes informations. Now here this is for the zoom in, zoom out. All right, you can zoom in, zoom out. This is for, let's say if I'm going back and I'm seeing the charts, and I want to jump right on the market, the real-time market, then I just click this, I jump into the market directly. All right, now this one is a horizontal line we need to draw, and by clicking this, double click, you can move it up or down. So we need this horizontal line to mark a few particular price levels where we'll be trading it, right? Then you have this trend line. Okay, you have this trend line, and you can sometimes we'll be using these trend lines also, right? So you should know from where you'll get it. And if you want to remove this, then double click, delete this, and this line, if you want to change the color, right click, from here you can change the colors you want, right? Now if you want to change the colors of this chart, the candles and all, then right click, come here, from here you can change it bar up. When the bar is up, when the bar will be up, then which color you want. When the bar will be down, which color you want. What do you want about the background, you can choose from here, right? There are many more drawing tools, but I'm not using all those drawing tools because I don't use all of them. So the required thing, the things which will be required for our trading purpose, I'm just sharing those things with you. So if I click this, then I can highlight this, I can highlight with this. So double click and you can move it anywhere you want, right? Again, you can right click and change the colors here, and also you can select the time frames you want to show it. So let's say it's a 5-minute time frame chart, and I just want to show it in 5 minutes, and I don't want to show it in other time frames. So if you click this show in all time frames, so whichever time frames you go in, you will see this mark. And if you choose a particular time frame, then it will show in that particular time frame only, right? Okay, so I want to delete this. This one is the watch list. This watch list, you want to remove this, click this. This is the crosshair to when you analyze and you want to see the price levels while analyzing, then you can use that. What else? I think we're done with this. Okay, now here for the watch list, you'll have to come here and right click, and you'll have to go to symbols. Now in symbols you can see NSCS spot. You go to NSCS spot and you choose which stocks you want to see. So let's say I want to see ACC show, Adani show, Adani Ports show. Now when I'm doing this show, you can see these watch list is adding these stocks here, ACC, Adani. So I'll do now Adani Power, and you keep an eye on here, it will automatically add this Adani Power show. You just come there. So that is how you can choose which one you need. You can come to MCX and you can choose your commodity material, your commodity script. Okay, so now right click on any of the chart. For example, ACC, open chart. What is that? Sorry, chart window. You'll have to click chart window. So this will give you the chart. Now this is the picture you can see by default it comes here. So you need to set it up. How to set it up on the first for the first time? Do a right click, go to here, and come to color scheme, come to black on white. At least make it neat and clean for the first time. Then click candlestick chart, zoom it, come to the real market here. Now I'll tell you my settings. If you like it, you can keep it, otherwise you can do it as per your choice. What I do, right click, I go there again, and I go to common, and I remove the grid. I don't need the grid actually, so I remove the grid. Okay, so the white candles and the black candles. Now I want to do, now I want this white to be blue. That is my favorite color. So I come here, I click royal blue. Okay, right. Now I want the blue to be filled. I want this candle to be filled with the blue colors. So again go there, go to the settings, and this is bar of bull candle. Bull candles are the good candles, the positive candles, or bear candles are the negative candles. So for the bull candles, again make it royal blue. So I got my chart. Now every time you open another chart, say I open this one again it will show me, you know, the same thing. So it's not possible for you to make the settings every time. So what do we do? Once you do the setups in one particular chart, go to template, save template, save it with a name, let's say ABC. Alright, so next time you open another chart, just go to template and click ABC. So you'll get it back. You'll get your template there. You don't need to do all those things from scratch. Alright, so hopefully this thing is you understood this part and this thing is clear. In case any queries, I am there. Mail me, WhatsApp me. Okay, I forgot one more thing to add here. Once you open some charts, here, like right click this one, chart window, right click this one, chart window, right click this one, and chart window, right? You don't need to open those charts next time you log in, because you already have those charts opened right here. So you can just click on the script and you can go through it, you know. Now the next thing is, if I want to create a list of stocks individually and a list of, you know, commodities individually, then you can create different profiles here. So this is my commodity profile, right? Now click here, save profile. Go to save profile and say this is my this is my MCX profile. So okay, now the next profile I want to create is only the stocks, right? So for the stocks, you add the stocks here first, open the charts and open the charts first here, then again you click here and save profile as stocks, right? So now if you are in a profile of the stocks and you want to switch to commodities MCX, you can directly click MCX and all those MCX charts will open separately for you. So that's it. These are the important things you need to know here. Now the next one I want to show you is the Trade Tiger. Now Trade Tiger is given by Sher Khan. It's a charting software given by Sher Khan, and I'm not again promoting Sher Khan at all. I'm just using their platform and so sharing it with you, nothing else. But I'm very much used to with this Trade Tiger platform. Now in Trade Tiger, they are giving you data for NSE, stocks and futures, and currency. They are not giving you data for commodities. They used to give it, but recently they stopped it. Okay. Now once you buy their once you open an account, they will give you Trade Tiger for free to you, and they will guide you. Actually, once you request them, then they will guide you to know how to use their charting softwares and all. So hopefully I don't need to go in depth to train you on this, because you open an account and their Sher Khan people, Trade Tiger people are there to help you how to see their stocks, how to do the buy and sell, all those things, right? So directly I'll go to the chart here. I'll open a script list of mine. I think in documents. Okay. Okay. So you double click on any script, they will open the chart. I don't trade using volumes much, so I hide the volumes. Press D, and D for the daily time frames, and J to see the candlesticks. So these are the candlesticks you got. Now here, right click, intraday bar size. Where is that? Oops. So anyways, click here. It will give you intraday bar size. Now in intraday you need 5 days data or 30 days data. So you click that. So I need 30 days data, and which time frame you want. I want in 15 minutes. So they will plot it. Right, so they plot it. Plus sign to zoom out, minus sign to zoom in. Alright. So as you can see, the colors and everything are the same what you have seen in MT4, because this is my favorite color combinations. Okay. What else? Here you have the horizontal line, same as MT4 we have seen. You have the drawing tools here, trend lines and all. Yeah. Then once you click another stop, it will do the same thing for you, and this time you don't need to set it up again. Alright, you opened it. Okay. Now the last software I'll show you is tradingview.com. Go to TradingView, and this is free. TradingView. For MT4 you will have to pay, right? For Trade Tiger you will have to open an account, but for TradingView this is free for you. But again, this is free. This is, you will have to pay them if you want the real-time data. Correct, if you want the exact real-time data, right? Because the data they are giving you here real-time is 15 minutes late, so it's like $10, around 700 700 rupees a month. But they don't have commodities here, Indian commodities. The MCX is not there, so you just have the spot. All the stocks spot is there, right? So if you're not trading real time, just to track the market, this is a good option, because no other free platforms is providing you the real-time data, intraday data, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Real-time data is not provided by anyone for free. But here, though it's late, 15 minutes delayed, but still for the study purpose this is enough for you. So once you are here, then you'll have to go to interactive chart. Interactive chart is nothing but it will show you the candlestick charts. See here, you can, in a plain chart you can see the line chart only. So this is the interactive chart here. So the things are same here. You have the script, you can type something, and I'll show you an example. Say we'll go for Bajaj Auto again. So for Bajaj there are a lot, Bajaj corporations, electrical and all this. Make sure you have this NSE marked here. If not marked here, then you'll have to click it and you'll have to choose National Stock Exchange, and you have it here, NSE, and you'll have to choose stocks, and then only you will see all these. Otherwise they will show you Bajaj for US or something else if the exchange is not selected properly, you know. So all those parameters what we have seen in MT4 will be the same in here also. Like here, if you click, you can see the different time frames: 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute time frames chart. And here you can see the candlestick chart, you have the bar chart, you have the line chart and all. Then you have some alert creation around here. You can select the layouts. If you want two screen at a time to be seen here, then you can click this one. And these are the tools. So this is our horizontal tool, and if we click, we got the line over here. If you press the delete button, it will be deleted. So that is how you have other tools here. So you'll have to explore all these tools. Here is the zoom in, zoom out button, right? And here you can save a watch list. Once you create a particular watch list, you can save with the name. And this is your real-time data fluctuating up and down. Now the next thing is about the indicators. Now in the technical analysis, we can trade the market based on either price action analysis or the indicator based analysis. So price action analysis is, in easy terms, price action analysis is reading these candlesticks, reading this pure price action momentum, reading these candlestick formations, how it is going up and down, and the shapes and formations, the structure of it, which is the real course of ours. Actually, in future we'll be doing that course only, the price action analysis course, and we won't be doing the indicator based analysis thing, because we don't trade based on indicators. Now why we don't trade based on indicators, that part will be cleared enough for you once you complete the price action thing, right? Then only it will be easy for you to compare the things, that what is in the what are the advantages of price actions and what are the advantages of or disadvantages of indicators, you know. So in simple term, price action analysis is an analysis where we don't use any other indicators and we just use the simple price action momentum, a candle or a bunch of candles momentum, to predict the market directions. And in indicator based analysis, they use the price action momentum, this open, high, low, close data, to create some particular formulas, and based on the formulas people used to trade this. Now to add an indicator, you'll have to go to insert indicators, and these all are the different types of formulas, different types of indicators based on different strategies. Alright, so showing you all the indicators won't be possible here. I'll just go through a few, right? So I'll just go through a few which are very much famous, mostly used, like the moving average. So in moving average, this period can be decided by you. So if you wish, you can take a 10 period, or you can take a 20 period, whichever period you want. So if I give a 10 period and I apply it, so I'll get this line. So this line is based on last 10 candles closing prices, right? So you can see the formula here, apply to closing. Now if you wish like taking the opening prices, then you can follow the indicators based on opening or high or low or other things, right? There are different methods: simple moving averages, exponential, smooth, or linear weighted moving averages. So right now this line is drawn based on last 10 days closing prices divided by 10. Okay, so that is the basic formula in here in this indicator right now. So people use it in different ways. Those are like whenever the candle or the price goes above the moving average, they buy it, and when price go below the moving average, they sell it. Some people use multiple moving averages like 10 and 8. So I'll give it a different color. It's just like some people trade it based on the crossover. Okay, I'll make it much easier. Based on the crossover, right? Like the red one is the 8-day moving averages, and the green one is a 20-day moving averages. So when the 8 goes above 20, they buy it here, and when it goes below this, they sell it here. Again, it goes above this, the red goes above the green, they buy it here, and they are holding it, right? So that is how you can trade this market. That is one of the concept of trading, the indicator based concepts. So like in moving averages, there is one more oscillator which is quite famous, that is stochastics. This is stochastics. Now in stochastics, they trade based on these two levels. This 80 level is known as the horizontal line. You see, they know it. This level is known as overbought zone, and this 20 level is known as the oversold zone. So it's like you wait for these two lines, this blue and red, to arrive to the 20 line oversold zone and give a crossover on the upside. Then you buy it, and when it reaches here, and you wait for another crossover, and then you sell it. So it's like sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, sell, buy, sell. So that is how it works. So that is how all the indicator works. So you go for any indicator and type it in the Google, you'll get the formulas and everything in there basically. Then how to use that one, how to trade based on that is their strategies. There are different strategies on different indicators that you'll have to go through. So how to add the indicators in the Trade Tiger? Right click and study, add the study, and you have all these indicators here, right? In terms of Trade Tiger, you can go to settings and do the changes in Trade Tiger, the candle settings and the bar settings, everything. So right click and go to settings, and background color, you have the up and down colors, those things, vertical line, horizontal line colors and everything. In trading view, where are the indicators? Here is the indicator. So there are a few, actually not much. Alright, so apart from all this softwares you have done, you can use AMI broker, you can use MetaStocks. These are also good softwares available in the market. You can use Chart Nexus, right? Chart Nexus gives you end of the day data, EOD data we say. EOD means it doesn't have any RT data, real time data. During the market hours it will not be updated. So after the market hours you will get the candle for the day, and EOD always have and Chart Nexus gives you data for daily, weekly and monthly only, so you don't have intraday data. But in AMI broker and MetaStocks you will have both end of the day and the real-time data. So now I'll be showing you the AMI broker charting setups. So as you can see here, I have all the stocks, the Indian stocks. You have the equities, you have the futures,
So these are the stocks in equities and futures. So if you go down, you can see commodities out here. So these are commodities. We have gold, lead, we have menthol, we have natural gas, silver and all. You can also add currencies here, but I'm not trading Indian currencies, Indian currency pairs basically. So I've not subscribed for that. So if you are a currency trader, you can add that package with it. So in that case, you can see the currency pairs also in here. Now from here, we don't trade all these. So I want to make a list. I want to make a list of my favorite stocks, commodities I'm trading, so that I don't need to search for my stocks at commodities and then go on that. So in that case, here there is a window of favorites. So what do you do? So let's say you like Aban. Now go to the stock you like and you want to add in your favorite list, in your watch list, and then right click on it and you'll get it, add to favorites. Once you click it, it will automatically go to this folder. So if you see my favorite folder, I have added all the FNO stocks here and the commodities even. So that is how I have created my favorite folder, and so I just click on the stock and I get the charts and I analyze further. And here are your time frames, different time frames. What do you take, what do you trade, up to you. Here are the stocks. These are the lines you can draw. Say if you draw a line, and on the line if you do double click, then you get the properties, you get the colors and everything, right? Regarding these lines and all, how to draw these lines and what are the advantages of this line and all, those are the part of the technical analysis basically. So that we will do once we start the course, once we start learning technical analysis course and all those things at that time. So here we have zoom in and zoom out button. Here you can move it. That's it.
I'll discuss about a platform using which I take all the screenshots in my charts. So I refer my students to use this platform because recording your chart screens are very much important to have a review of your analysis and trading at the end of the day or end of the month. So this is the site clip2net.com. Here you can download it for free. Once you download this, then you will see this button on your desktop. Now let's say I'll open a chart. If I want to take a screenshot of this chart, then I do a right click on Clip2Net application, publish desktop area, click here, then drag the portion you want to take a screenshot. Take for screenshot, leave it, you get this window. Now here you can design it. You can design it, let's say I'll mark some points here. You can highlight some areas. You can put some arrows with different colors and all. If you wish, you can write. You can remove, you can erase everything with the undo button. And finally, once you are done, you can save it from here. Otherwise, if you want to publish it online, then click publish. It will give you the publishing code. So here is your URL. So that's it. So that's it from this lesson 1 part, and hopefully you know much about few technical analysis softwares. Hopefully you are ready to start the course here onwards, and from session 2 onwards you'll be learning how to read a chart, how to analyze a chart using price action analysis, and how to be profitable in that, right? So I'll see you in lesson 2. Take care. Goodbye.